Who's walking around with mistletoe berries?
If you pay attention, Sharp has plenty of useful advice regarding antidotes. I think people are too hard on themselves.
I'm just saying, you'd think she was the pioneer of the Wizarding School's Potions Championship the way she carries herself. And she's a first year. No need to look at me like that. And I know what you're about to say, so you could hold your tongue. I do not talk about her all the time. You haven't seen her about, have you?
I'd rather Harry was teaching me potions than Sharp. I don't like how often he knows his common qualities. It's like planning. What? You feel like one?
Can't somebody let me copy their potions homework? I'm at least moderately good at charms, and I promise I'll let you copy mine. I could just have a butterbeer from the Three Broomsticks right now, and a chat with Simona. Both are excellent tonics.
I have family in Ironbark. Father wants me to visit them. I haven't had the time. Only inclination.
I hear Feldcroft's been getting attacked by Ranrock's loyalists. You'll not find me there anytime soon.
Life is so peaceful in the Harrock. Well, when goblins aren't lurking around every corner. Can't be good for business.
I tried transforming a rabbit into a dinner plate the other day. Ended up with a platter that had long ears. Disaster.
The food that appears in the Great Hall isn't conjured. The house elf does it.
Why does the Ministry require Animagi to register themselves? Seems most intrusive.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Nothing yet. I think I heard one. Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter.
Nice to meet.
Well, you certainly have.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
Aha, you're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Thank you, Ominous.
Is the new fifth-year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
I thought potions were like...
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up! Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue?
Revelio?
And see what details the field guide can provide us. Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the Hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And
Yes, Professor.
come and find me in my class, and we'll see if we can't get you to...
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. Did I hear you and
She caught me off guard. I will say, I think she suspects when...
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a... We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. And she may feel
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, happily, you have the... Speaking of guides, why don't I show you the... Unfold it and... The map is enchanted to help you.
This will be incredibly helpful.
You'll enjoy, Mr. Ollie. I shall reach out. For now...
I can appreciate Hogsmeade all year round, but there's nothing...
I think they're drawn to my charm. Also, my parents spend a lot.
that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent.
Levioso!
Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy. You're good. How perceptive. This can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner. How's the view? Rather good at this, aren't you? Protego. I know. Levioso.
Remember the lesson. Levioso is quite effective in concert with other spells.
I wouldn't dream of it. This should be easy.
Levioso! Nothing lucky about it. I know.
What are you doing up there?
You're good.
How perceptive. This can't be your first.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. A classroom duel is one thing.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep... Again, well done. All right, that's enough.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was...
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an ex... Didn't expect a new... Then again, perhaps this wasn't your
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic You know, you might be a perfect fit for...
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most, whether it's joining a secret, you just have to...
Thank you, Sebastian.
Good. Pleasure. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? Well, look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. Till next time.
How nice to see you, my young friend. Did you see
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here! Behind you! There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Eh? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres. Accio! Relinquish your charm. Splendid! Happens to the best. Now, think of this like gallstones, if you... Very good! Don't lose your composure. Excellent control there. Very good! Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this.
Here we go!
That is how it's done.
Stay focused.
Be sharp. There we go. Ouch! Well played.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this. Do not think I will stop now. I will get you back for that. Here we go.
Splendid!
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou. My mother... Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world.
Is Ouagadougou a castle?
Its address is Mountain. I remember the first... And then it just...
Is Ouagadougou
Ouagadougou School of Magic, but it never seemed intimidating.
This may seem an odd question.
Mostly, yes.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more... I must admit, however.
It's nice to learn about...
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou. I think Professor Ronan... Until next time.
Of course, you can use a word if you would. If you're so...
You wanted to speak with me, Professor? Well, and now...
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is all... Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello.
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem...
I've been fortunate.
My brother William would tell you not to be... Well, better see to my...
Clever as playing with fire.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told.
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get us... Regardless, in that regard, I've asked...
Professor Ronan did...
In fact, Professor Ronan... Now, we've arranged to replace the supplies...
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will You've managed your classes well with a boy.
There's an Ollivanders in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with Mr. Ollivander. I would trust no...
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your... Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. She'll keep you well...
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including... Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle door. No time to waste.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful. Fixes things right up. More frequently, as Professor a number of your... I have arranged some...
Why must I first...
No lesson or lecture. Such experience...
I'll start on the... This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Revelio! I don't think I can do this now. Best to come back.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Hogsmeade, no London. To be honest,
something in there.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Might some kind soul help me? If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Are you alright?
Don't you?
Everyone hates you. Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoilsports. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with...
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented...
Do you have any suggestions?
If I knew that, again, whoever hid my...
Haven't you any?
Not really.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. I'll be back to play.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio. Levioso. Lumos. Protego. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I trust the preliminary... Marvelous. Let us give the old... Remember to be...
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to start presenting something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. Allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Protego! I'd better keep an eye on... school for Zenobia's gobstones. Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Hello, looking for me?
Protego! Natty,
Not at all. Professor, you must be eager.
I've been...
Good. I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
Yes, I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect. I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient ruins. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective when your mother was the one who elected that you take it. Hogsmeade is beautiful this time of year. Everyone will tell you to visit at Christmas. But that's one of the few times of year I would rather be indoors.
Not much for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow. Oh, wait, over here. I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at.
Protego!
But if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making. Look! From the Forbidden Forest. Hippogriffs. I wonder if something startled them. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left. It's off limits to students, as the name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too dangerous. I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring. Ah, there's Hogsmeade over the crest. Past that ruin. I would spend all of my time exploring if I could.
I confess I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that? She knows more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls.
Leviosa!
How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so new and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my homeland, but it is beautiful here too. And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully it will for you too. Mr. Moon! He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss Onai. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did Mr. Moon?
Jemmy, guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Poor Mr. Moon. A demiguise. I think he had too much fun in the village. I will say that I have never seen him in such a state. Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
I'll keep that in mind, Natty. Thank you.
And here we are. It is hard to know where to start. The Three Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeydukes. I could not choose a favorite shop here. It changes with every visit. I can tell you that you are certain to find everything you need in Hogsmeade. Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcrafts, some seeds, and...
a new wand?
Of course! You will enjoy it. You should be able to experience Hogsmeade at... Enjoy yourself. I will see you soon.
If something threatens me, the first thing I cast is Protego.
Not saying I don't cast the odd cleaning spell when no one's looking.
Only a hairy-hearted pot would cast Defender on a cow.
An inquiring mind. Matilda, student. I take it you've had.
I'm afraid.
But you will soon. Of course it is not. Stay the course.
That's certainly something.
And I, too. Spellcrafts are but I shall let Professor. A potting table.
I believe so, sir.
Good. Now, let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Though, I don't...
It's my first time.
Is it really? Well, you'll have read it on the side. How may I help you?
Professor Weasley.
You're the student. I set your things aside immediately. Is it not the most fast...
Potions...
They may not be as it's your first time. I also offer... But for now... What can I do for you today? Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Well, hello there.
Pardon?
Oh, the Merlin's bait.
Not at all.
Well, bravo! Not everyone has the... Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. In addition to seed, but... What? Let me guess. You're after something fresh. Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Merlin's blooming beard. Not again.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps... Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly. How intriguing. What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Natty. Ah, I have everything. I see what you meant about not being able to...
We should walk around a bit.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We have to rest them!
Leviosa!
What was that?
I was trying to beat him at his own game.
I left it! You are yourself!
Took him long enough.
We need to make sure he stays that way. Arrest him.
Levioso.
Arrest him.
Levioso. Levioso.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? Ah. Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it. We have to wear him down. What was that?
I was trying to beat him in his own game.
I like it. Come on. Expelliarmus.
Levioso. Levioso.
Took him long enough.
We need to make sure he stays that way.
Levioso.
Arresto momento. Expelliarmus.
Levioso.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll? By yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Reparo.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry
Levioso!